Your life.
Hello everyone, my name is Oren Bar. I'm a physical therapist and I specialize in the treatment of chronic pain. I want to do a series of videos to explain about pain and also to dispel some of the myths about pain because they are not helpful for overcoming it. One of the biggest myths is that pain is created in the body somewhere. Most people believe that pain is about some kind of bad stimulus or noxious stimulus that happens somewhere in the body, like a limb or the back, where, for example, if you get poked with a sharp object or you have a herniated disc, and that causes a stimulus, a pain stimulus that goes up and to the brain. And in fact, that's a myth. Does not happen ever. There's no pain information that goes to the brain. But there is information that goes to the brain. Okay? So these are the inputs from the body. But these inputs are varied. There's many of them, like hot information, cold information, vibration, chemical information, mechanical information. And these inputs are important, but that's not where the pain happens. The pain happens higher up in the brain. Okay? I want you to think of it like a smoothie. The brain takes information from the body, and that's one ingredient in a smoothie that the brain is creating. It's kind of like adding some ingredients to a smoothie. So this will represent the information that's coming from the body, the information inputs from the body. Okay? Then each person is different in what else they throw into the smoothie. So maybe a person has bad experience in bad pain experiences in the past. The brain takes that information and says, "Oh yeah, I remember these bad experiences. That's like these ingredients right here," and adds it to the smoothie. Okay. Okay. So there, and then maybe the person's in a particular emotional state. So the brain is like, "Oh yeah, this is not a good time for me. I'm already down. So I'm going to throw in this other component. It's another ingredient." Okay. I want you to think of an emotional state, like if you ever had a little girl that you're brushing their hair, but they're angry at you, so that hair brushing becomes very painful for them because they're in a bad emotional state. Okay. What about assessment of danger? Okay, if the brain thinks that this particular event might be very dangerous, then that adds another component to the smoothie. Okay, so that adds it there. That assessment of danger can be so powerful that a person can be in pain even before something physically happens to them. Okay. Knowledge of the situation. Okay, our knowledge about a particular situation can add another component, but also lack of knowledge. Okay, like if the unknown and the fear of the unknown, that can add yet another component to the smoothie. Oftentimes, when we have pain and we don't know why we're in pain, we don't know why we're hurting, and we're going to different professionals, doctors, and so on, and they're all giving different opinions as to what's going on. We're left with this state of unknown that can add to the smoothie. Okay, and also our control state. I'll explain about the control state, but that's like another very important ingredient. The control state is what is the body right now in a state of emergency? In that case, it might be blocking out certain signals. Is the body in a normal state? Is it in a relaxed state? It makes a difference as to what goes into the smoothie. And so basically, the brain takes all these ingredients, okay, and many more that I haven't mentioned, and it just stirs them all up, okay, and it creates a pain smoothie. Now, what does it do with this pain smoothie? Well, if the brain decides that you need to be alerted, you need to be made aware of this particular thing that's going on, then it will present this smoothie to your consciousness, okay? That's where pain is created. When the brain has taken all these ingredients and then decided that you need to be aware of it, it sends that pain creation, that pain construct to your consciousness, and that's when you feel pain. So the pain is not created in the body. The pain is created in the brain with all these ingredients, and each person creates their own smoothie, their own pain smoothie. Okay, the good news about this is that whereas a lot of the times people have abnormalities in their body that cannot be altered or cannot be altered very easily. However, some of these other components of the pain smoothie in the brain can be modified. Okay, so this is what I do. I alter the way that the brain is creating your pain experience. Sometimes you only need to add a little bit more of one ingredient and a little bit less of another, and it becomes a pleasant smoothie. Sometimes you'll taste the smoothie and say, this one, I don't like the taste of this one, but maybe if we add just a little bit more honey or a little bit more sugar, then it makes it a pleasant smoothie. Okay, so there's your introduction to the pain smoothie.